What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thing Goes back again for another video, and today I'm going to be doing my long awaited review and discussion of season 3 of Castlevania. I wanted to get it out more around the time when it freshly was out and like a lot of people was talking about it and watching it, but you see, Castlevania is so good that like I forgot that I even wanted to cover this while I was watching it, bro. Like, it's that, like, I watched it so many times, bro. I think I watched season 3 like 5 times, and then I went back and rewatched the whole series, including season 3 again, like twice, so 7. Like, oh my goodness, man, it is so good. Like, in my opinion, Castlevania is easily one of the best animated series that we have currently out today. Everything that I can think, like everything the series does, it just does it so well. The acting, you know what I'm saying, which also contributes to the talk scenes. The artwork, you know, the animation, the drawings, you know, how they do the fight scenes, the world building, the characters themselves, you know what I'm saying, the music, the setting, the violence, man, it's just so good, you know what I'm saying? And this is coming from a guy who's like a moderate Castlevania fan. It's like I'm becoming more of a fan because of this show. Like, literally, bruh, the only Castlevania game I played before this show came out was the newest one that got a lot of attention towards it. The good one, not the sequel, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, when you're playing as Gabriel Belmont. And yeah, man, I really liked that game. It was so much like God of War though, but that's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? I was fresh off playing God of War, and you know, that game came out and it was gorgeous. I still remember how good the graphics was for that game. I was just like, what the fuck? That's probably one of Konami's last good games, bro. And I really liked it. And the sequel was just bleh. And after that, apparently I wasn't the only one that thought so, because after that we haven't seen anything from Castlevania in a long time, but like re-releases and remasters and stuff. And yeah, man, so the series, it pulls from a lot of different games, but primarily it's influenced a lot from what is it, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation 1. I also have that one as well. Really love that one. Like, I've been, man, it's shit. I'm mad that it took me so long to play that one, with as much as I always heard about it. But anyway, so yeah, with the end of season 2, it kind of surprised everybody because they killed off Dracula kind of quick. Now, this really wouldn't be that so much of a bad thing in itself, because Dracula is always constantly resurrected in the games. Like, it's ridiculous ad nauseum. Like, they resurrect this dude almost in every fucking game, you know. And so I was expecting him to die, but just not in season 2. And I knew that if he did die, he probably was gonna be, you know, like resurrected or whatever. I thought that's what this season was gonna be about, but no, it's a lot more to this season. Now, first, let me start off by breaking down some of these new characters, man. So we have Saint Germain. I love Saint Germain, bro. This dude, man, first off, his theme song, I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but man, he is a very interesting character that brings a lot of interesting new things to the table and the world of Castlevania. And what's very interesting about his character that I'm gonna touch on at the end of this video is that he could actually be the answer to how we're going to get Devil May Cry introduced in this universe, or just how they're going to segue to the Devil May Cry series. I think it's very interesting and very cool what they did with the character of Saint Germain. And what make it even better, bruh, he is voiced by Bill Nye, not Bill Nye the science guy, bruh, but the dude, the nigga that do the voice and the face and all that other shit of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Bruh, I love Davy Jones, bruh. Like, show me the trust. I need to see it. I mean, he toned that shit down a lot. You know, he wasn't doing all the gills and all that shit. for Castlevania season 3, but you can still tell it's him, bro. And this guy is a phenomenal. I said phenomenal. He is a phenomenal actor, man. You probably also know him from Underworld. Shit, what else was he? He was in Harry Potter for a split little segment. Everybody was in Harry Potter. If you was British, you was in Harry Potter. God, he in so much stuff. I ain't trying to think about that right now. You know, it's gonna take too much time. And yeah, and then we also follow up with Carmilla. You know how she was causing all that shit in season 2. And Carmilla, she goes back to her home. You know, she goes back to her country and she meets up with her council. She has a council of women, and their names are Lenore, Strega, and Marana. And Marana's supposed to be the organizer, Striga's supposed to be the warrior, Lenore is supposed to be the diplomat or the thought, and Carmilla is supposed to be the spark, so to speak. You know, the leader, the one that comes up with the ideas and all that. We also follow up with Hector too. I like Hector as a character, I do, but I get so mad at him, bro, because it's like, I feel bad for Hector, but at the same time, I just want him to get better. But I don't know, man. This dude might end up going insane by the end of the series, bro. Like, with all the shit that be happening to him. Like, I feel so bad for Hector. Just recently found out, I haven't ever watched these movies, but I just recently found out that Hector's voice is done by that I don't know, the fucking male love interest in Divergent or whatever. I never knew that. When I saw that, I was like, you can actually act pretty good when I can't see your face. But anyway, so yeah, man. Also, so you know, we get to see, you know, what's going on with Camilla, what she's trying to do. She's essentially trying to do the plan that Hector thought that Dracula was trying to do. Enclose a lot of land, I'm talking about a lot of territory, and just enclose the rest of humanity in there, trap them, police them, control them, and just have endless self-replicating food. You know what I'm saying? Just feed on them to the end of time. Which is a genius plan, by the way, no matter how simple it is. R.I.P. to Dracula, man. Season 2 was mwah. But like I said, it picks up right after season 2. Literally right after. I mean, it says it takes place a few months after. And you can see, you know, that time has passed. But pretty much it takes place right after. And you get to see Alucard in a very great scene that starts off season 3. You see how he's adjusting to living by himself, you know, protecting Dracula's castle with all of its knowledge, and the Belmont family drove that's underneath his feet, and the castle with all of, you know, the Belmont's knowledge. And he's completely by himself, you know, so you get to see how he is, you know, kind of adjusting to this lifestyle that his father, you know, also lived in for years, you know, like father, like son, man. I just hope it ain't too close. But anyway, so it's a very good scene because you see that Alucard really is alone, and he goes to make himself some breakfast, and he's talking to 2 dolls that he made of Trevor and Cypher, and it's so hilarious, man. He talks for them, and you just, it's sad, but it's funny in a way because you see how much he misses them, but at the same time you see how alone he is, and it was still a funny interaction though. I really enjoyed it. And a great segue, Cypher and Trevor, oh my gosh, bro. I love them. I love them. I absolutely love them. I love their dynamic. I love how much, you know, fun they have. Even though by the end of this season, I think they're gonna be a little more serious in season 4, or at least Cypher is anyway. But I just love Cypher's playful nature. Like, she's such a good female character, man. Like, this Cypher got hands, bruh. I'm talking about, and I'm not even mean like, I mean just with that magic, bruh. That fire, that ice, bro, she just be wrecking shit, man. Like, every season, bro, Cypher just up that shit. Like, I already know Trevor gonna wreck shit. I already know what Trevor gonna do, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know what to expect from Trevor, bruh. But Cypher, you just never know. Like, it's so creative. That's why I be liking her fight scenes, bruh. And but what's funny about this season is that Trevor and Cypher, and you know, the main characters, you know what I'm saying, the main trio, they get significantly like less time they get a lot of time shaved off from the spotlight in favor of the new characters. Like I said, Saint Germain and the council underneath Carmilla, and also we have Prior Sala, another great character. This motherfucker never blinks. Like, and I swear he got the biggest eyes I've ever seen in my life. And also the judge, who is the head man and landlord of a town, as Cypher would say. What was it? Lindenfeld. And that's where they go, and that's where pretty much the whole season takes place. You find out the judge has a lot of dark secrets of his own that really don't get revealed until the very last episode. But that shit is like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting that shit at all. I knew something was going on, but I was just like, oh, you know. And yeah, man, bruh, sorry if I'm just now saying spoilers after damn near 11 minutes into the video, but I might spoil some shit. I'm trying not to, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people that need to watch it and want to watch it have watched it already. But you know what I'm saying, I might just put it in the thumbnail. I don't know, fuck it. Anyway, so yeah, bruh, it's so good. Now Prior Sala is the head of like this cult, pretty much, that worships, idolize Dracula. They used to be actual, you know, men of the cross, but as the judge said, when they found out that it was the church that unleashed Dracula and his horde in the first place, I think it kind of sent them a little crazy. And also you get to see a lot of stuff that has to do with that, with this creature of the night, a big, really big one. Like, you know, this is one of the big ones, you know what I'm saying? He actually comes to the priory, and I think he uses his power to influence a lot of them, you know, a lot of the monks, including Prior Sala, to kind of set up this scheme to, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot in this season, bro. But I love everything about these new characters, and I really love the music that just has them in it, bro. Like Lenore is another great, she's my favorite new character that they have in this whole little court. And she takes up the job of trying to convince Hector and manipulate him into forging an army for Carmilla and the rest of the council. But the thing about a forge master is whatever he forges is loyal to him. And Carmilla, as Marana said, dragged him like, what, 80 miles on the end of a rope, beat the shit out of him. I love how she said it. She was like, you dragged him 80 miles on the end of a rope. I don't see him trying to do you any more favors, Carmilla. Bro, I just love how they talk. I'm sorry, man. It's so fucking good. But anyway, so, yeah, Carmilla beat the shit out of this nigga. I love how they kept bringing that shit up. Like, Hector, bruh. Like, if you seen the end of season 2, bruh, Carmilla beat the fuck out of, bruh. I feel, oh my god, bruh, poor Hector, bruh. And then Lenore doing the same shit. Like, bruh, she beat his ass when she first introduced herself to Hector. I'm just like, Hector tried to do a little valiant escape. You know, he tried to get some nuts, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But he picked the wrong one, and Lenore fucked him up, bruh. I was just like, damn, like, you tried, bruh. But nah, Lenore, man, she's, you know, like, she talking to him, she manipulating. She's supposed to be the diplomat, you know, so she's trying to get on his good side, you know, trying to give him some clothes, take him on a walk, literally put a leash on that nigga. But she taking him on walks, she bringing him back to a nicer room with a bed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she trying to make him feel out good, and then she give him some cutty, bruh. She give him some cutty, like she let him hit it, bruh. And he think Hector think he got him a girl. He think, oh man, I've been out in this cold, bruh. Now I'm up in something warm right now. You know what I'm saying? He thinking it's all good, and then out of nowhere, she slide a ring on him, pretty much turning him into a slave. So that's fucked up. Now, I know it's taking a long time, but I saved the best for last. Bruh, my boy Isaac, man, he has so much development in this season. And the crazy thing about Isaac is that he's pretty much by himself the whole season. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of goes through this back and forth with should he try to help humanity, or should he just try to extinguish them all like his former master Dracula wanted? And he keeps finding these good humans that are sprinkled across, you know what I'm saying, like the rest of humanity that is pretty much shit. And that's one thing that this series constantly hammers on, the message that it constantly tries to reiterate to us, the viewers, is that human beings are shitty. And they are. You know what I'm saying? Like they are, I mean, honestly, that concept, like that idea is what fucking started the entire series in the first place. But what the church did to Dracula's wife. So I like how they, you know, they find ways to put that in every season. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so Prior Solid, he got all his creepy shit going on with his monks and everything, and with that night creature and all that stuff inside the priory. We also have Lenore over here with Hector, like I said, trying to convince him and hypnotize him, trick him into foraging for them, and then she ended up being successful. And also Saint as Germain. With Saint Germain, man, bro, we got Saint Germain, he over here, man. He tells Trevor and Cypher about the Infinite Corridor. Now, the Infinite Corridor is like a big, huge portal that has doorways. It's like a long, like, doorway of portals, right? And it just leads to different dimensions, different worlds. You see Saint Germain having like a dream where he remembers when he actually went inside the Great Corridor, and it's just a scene, like a 5-minute scene of him just walking through the Infinite Corridor with all these different worlds and doorways just opening up. And you have this one that's like futuristic, and then you got this one that's like, you know what I'm saying, like he's looking at like a native that's doing some kind of ritual or something, and then you got one that got like all these stairs that's all crooked and leading everywhere. It pretty much shows you the potential of, like I said earlier, how they could bring Devil May Cry into Castlevania for a crossover, or how they could just segue into the world of Devil May Cry and tell the story, you know what I'm saying, that way, you know, in Devil May Cry. Or, you know, maybe they'll do something even cooler and have Saint Germain pop up in the Devil May Cry series, you know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure that whatever they try to do with Devil May Cry, especially if there is a crossover with Castlevania, it has to have something to do with the Infinite Corridor. Now, it was interesting seeing this, and it didn't feel shoehorned in. It actually is canon in the game, even though they changed quite a bit of stuff. I still like how they did this, because one of the biggest questions that I had when I found out that Adi Shankar wanted to do like a crossover between Devil May Cry and Castlevania was, how are they gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's two way different time periods, bro. Like, you know, so I was trying to figure out how they was gonna get this done. While I think the concept of time travel isn't, you know what I'm saying, far away from Devil May Cry. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They do a lot of shit in that game, but it just seemed a little far-fetched. I didn't know how they was gonna do it, but you know, I'm down with the Infinite Corridor. I'm down with that idea. You know, I think that's pretty cool. And the action, fuck, bruh. Let me tell you something, man. This season, it's a slow burn, but I still enjoy every moment of it. So many talk scenes. Every scene that has like dialogue in it, it's so well written, and it serves a purpose. It's all building these characters. It's all giving more layers to them. Especially Isaac. Oh my gosh, I can't praise his arc enough, bro. And in the set of the captain, y'all know the scene I'm talking about if y'all seen it. The talk scene between him and the captain, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you surely could. Like, bruh, I love it, bruh. But anyway, so yeah, I really like Isaac, man. Hands down, probably my favorite like character this season as far as development goes. Favorite new character, Saint Germain. And like I said, all the music, bro, I just love the music, bro. Saint Germain theme song, every time, bro, come on screen, you just hit a little violin, just strumming. Doom, ding, ding, doom, ding, doom, ding. I just be like, okay. And then you got the theme song for Prior Solid. It just let you know that shit is going down the moment he come on screen. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then you got the theme song for Lenore. Every time she talking to Hector, you know what I'm saying, trying to get in his head, it's more slower, somber, you know what I'm saying, more beautiful. It's like, dum, 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 dum. So beautiful. I'm sorry. I know my voice is probably horrendous hitting them high notes, but I don't want all that shit to get copyrighted. I would just play all them damn songs right now, but you know how YouTube is, bro. But yes, man, I don't. It's so good, bro. Like, if you ain't watched Castlevania, fuck season 3. I'm just talking about the whole show in general, all 3 seasons, bro. If you ain't never watched it, bro, watch it right now. And don't think I ain't forgot about my boy Alucard. It's just, honestly, he didn't really do that much this season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he at the end of the season, he was getting down. Like, y'all know what y'all know what scene I'm talking about, bro. That shit must have been good. Alucard was crying, bro. Like, I was just like, whoa, I need some of that shit to make you cry, bro. I see Alucard. Oh shit, I'm having trouble getting up. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah. So, bro, Alucard, bro. Oh man, he didn't really have that much time or that much to do this season. But the main thing that he did do was his story was connected to these 2 twin siblings. I don't know if they was twins, but I know they were siblings for sure. They came to the castle to seek information so that they could try to fight against, what's her name, Chow? She was one of the vampires in season 2, that Chinese one. It's a pretty cool, dope scene, by the way, a flashback when they talk about their past where Chow is just, I'm talking about just fucking up this soldier, this general that's just fighting against her. Like, she does it for sport, and she makes all of her subjects watch as she just demolishes this dude, man. And she even stopped him from killing himself. You know how the shoguns, the samurais, bro, when they, for honor, you feel me, they kill themselves, like how they did at the end of 47 Ronin. Bro was trying to kill himself. She stopped him from doing that at the end of the fight when he knew he was gonna lose. I was just like, oh shit, but it was a very good flashback though. I like how they gave Cho some more time, even though I ain't really care. I mean, she got frozen when she was smoked and then got smashed by Cypher in season 2 before we even got a chance to know who she was, and she never even uttered a line. So I didn't really care, but it was still cool to see more of her. Wish we could have seen more of Godbrand, because that was my dude. Gone too soon, bro. But anyway, yeah, man. If you haven't watched Castlevania, please check it out. You will not regret it. I'm telling you right now, it's one of the best things on Netflix, and definitely one of the best current animated shows that we have, like, currently, that's been put out. Like, it is that fucking good, bro. Like, it's infinite replay value. Like, I can watch that shit over and over and never get tired, man. Like, damn. And I know some people might think that this season leans on the woke side with all the stuff dealing with Camilla and her sisters and the council and all that stuff. But I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this to close this video off with, man. For a world, for Hollywood and all the weird, for shows, entertainment and everything, is always trying to push that strong women, female agenda, and you know what I'm saying, like all this shit they trying to push, bro. I feel like Castlevania did it in the best possible way. It showed all these other people how to do it without just shoving it down our throats, without just only talking about that in promotions and just turning people off to the idea of watching it in the first place. It's like, I didn't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind none of this, man. I didn't mind it, bro. I like a lot of the new characters. Some of them I like more than others, but I don't really hate any of the new characters, bro. Like, I enjoyed everything I was seeing, and I cannot wait until season 4. So guys, this is gonna be it for this video, man. I'm not gonna grade it. I'm just gonna tell you to watch it because it's that good. But Castlevania season 3, have you seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments, man. If you like this video and you like what I do on this channel, please subscribe, share this video, like, dislike, I don't care, man. Let's talk about it. And until next time, guys, peace.